The Honest Coach. I coach girls on going from being nice to connecting with their softness in order to gain control over their life circumstances and relationships with men. I want to say this as gently as I possibly can. And if you feel like you're ready to receive this, that's fine. If not, we don't need to go there. But when he pulls away all those feelings that come up, it seems like if you were to get him back, that would resolve everything. And the truth is, in your mind and in your reality, that is true because of how you function as a being and in reality and how you've developed. If he was to come back, it would repair everything. And it would repair your lens and your feelings would feel regulated and everything would be okay again, according to where you are right now. But the truth is, the feelings that come up when he pulls away, there really is no resolution for. So if he pulls away and you find yourself, all your attention is going to the burst, all these aspects that now all of a sudden you're trying to juggle, even if you do all those things, it doesn't repair. And connecting with yourself repairs what damage was done. But the actual feelings themselves, there's no resolution for, because it's like a cry that you never got to have. You know how sometimes you can feel you're going to start crying, and then you start crying, and then it really starts pouring out, and then it starts to slow down, and then you're not crying anymore, and then you do this, and it's over. Well, you never did that. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, like, you never did that. So, like, that is what's in there. There's no resolution for that. You gotta cry. Like, your emotions have to process. That's why I always say, and you can do therapy if it works for you. I'm not telling you not to go to therapy. What works for you, works for you. Didn't work for me. Analyzing your feelings is not gonna heal you. Just your feelings processing. So that's why I say, well, now you don't chase after him. Instead, you stay connected to yourself and you say, how are you feeling? What do you want to feel? Well, I'm going to help you feel that. And we're just going to leave him alone. And now you're going to grieve the loss of him. And now you're going to grieve the loss of him. And that does what? It puts you in reality, because that's reality. He is leaving you. That is the reality. Now we can soften that by saying, oh, well, what are the things you really admire about him? Those are great qualities. Let's take those qualities and we'll use them for ourselves over here as inspiration. I really like how tough he was. So I'm going to practice being tough. I liked that. I want to imitate that. Okay? But as far as him, he's not treating you the way you like to be treated, so we're not going to participate with it. The thing is, now that you know what to do, now you know what to do. You turn to yourself, you connect to yourself, you move in that direction. Now you know what to do. Now your feelings just process. However, you're going to get triggered by other kinds of stuff. And you're going to get triggered, and then your mind is going to go to the burst again. And you're going to get stuck in that, I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to... No, you don't. Because no matter what you do, it's never going to resolve that. Instead, you should say, oh, my pain is getting pushed on by this. So let me set some boundaries from that. Boundaries are excellent. And that's how you say it. I don't like the way this is making me feel, so I'm going to leave it alone. I like the way this makes me feel, so I'm going to move in that direction. It's outside of you as you use it, but it's really reliable tools, and it heals what's going on. So the point of what I'm trying to say in this short video, it was supposed to be a short video, but I can just talk and talk and talk, is you really can never resolve these feelings because they just have to process. You were hurt, and now you need to cry, and then you need to get it out and go, and then live your life. There's nothing to fix. It's all very old stuff. This is not present time stuff, and it actually isn't about him. it's an attachment thing, and you're attracted to men magnetically. They're going to be opposite of it, and it dances, and it's the same pattern over and over and over, and it's a human nature pattern. So it's really out there. It's not just a particular group of people. It's all kinds of people. All men can experience this. All women can experience this. So it's really coming to grasp with what human beings are doing, what happens in relationships, what's the human nature of things, and it all comes from childhood. So, and you can soften all of this. Again, what do you like about him? And whenever you have conversations with him, lead with that. I like how confident you are, and I want to practice being confident for me. I just think you're the most confident person in the world. I really like that. I gotta go. I'm taking a new art class. I don't know. Do something you like doing. But those feelings that you have inside that get pushed on, and they start getting charged up, and you start to feel all this, nothing's gonna resolve it. Again, I'm not laughing. It's just nothing will resolve that, because it's just feelings. The only thing that feelings can do is process. So just feel them in your body. Just feel those feelings in your body. Don't do anything to fix them. Just feel them in your body. You already know what to do, so you don't have to worry about what to do. How do you want to feel? That's the only goal you have, and that's everything you do. I want to feel blank, and you just do that. And you can even ask yourself moments in the day, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel right now? And you just start doing that. Oh man, it's wonderful. Great. All these feelings, they just have to process. I used to say to myself a lot when I was using these things for the first time, well, now I know the reality, and I understand what happened, and I understand what I'm doing, but what do I do with all this? It's still in there. Like, there's all this stuff in there. What do I do with it? It's like I'm carrying it, And that's where I've gotten to with it, is like, you don't do anything to resolve it. You just let it process. You gotta cry over the right things. You gotta cry over the right things. You gotta grieve the loss of the right things. Now you're in reality. And I always say, things are so difficult when you're in your good girl mode, or when you're in your nice girl complex. Things are not that complicated when you're in reality. Yeah, you're alone. Yeah, you gotta do it all on your own. But you really can connect with people, I connect with so many people just doing this, showing up and being me. It's I don't have to pretend to be something. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to put in effort. This all comes naturally. It just flows. Of course, social media has a lot to do with that. But it's like that. It's like, what do I do with all this stuff? It's still there. No matter what I do, it's still there, because nothing's going to resolve it. If you want, you can turn to it and comfort it. I'm so sorry, you didn't deserve that. Being human is really tough. You might even learn about your parents' story, and you might have a little fraction of sympathy of like, I can understand why they have a hard time. It's really so much bigger. It's so much bigger than anything you can imagine. So what do you do with all that stuff? Well, there's nothing to do with it. It just has to process. And it will process. It will process. The more you connect to yourself, the more that stuff processes. It's interesting how it happens. You'll be connecting with yourself, and all of a sudden, you'll cry over the right thing, and it just pours out. And then you get to go, that's over. Well, that part of it is over.